Hi, I'm Karden Rabin, co-author of the internationally best-selling Secret Language of the Body and co-founder of Somia International, and I'm a nervous system medicine practitioner. And my work lies at the intersection of stress and trauma and chronic illness. And through our book and our program, we have helped tens of thousands around the world recover from syndromes that conventional and complementary medicine say may not be healable. And today I'm going to introduce you into the concept of nervous system medicine through something very relatable, and then we're going to do a little practice. So, the idea here is that the brain often produces symptoms even though we're not in danger. And I think everyone can relate to getting food poisoning. If you got food poisoning, let's say from eating fish, you have this horrible evening, it's one of the worst couple hours of your life. And then you recover. But what happens if 3 or 4 days later you smell that same meal you had, that fish? Yeah, that's right. You immediately start to experience distress. You feel sickness in your gut. If it was really bad, you might actually instantaneously feel the need to vomit, or you might get green and sick. What's going on there? You don't have any fish in your body. There's no actual threat. But what happened was so dangerous and scary to your brain that it's redeploying symptoms, causing illness in the moment without the actual substance being there. Now, in the case of food poisoning, because you know in your mind that it's an inappropriate response, that response gets deprogrammed over a couple days, weeks, or months. But in other instances, people aren't aware of this. And a defensive pattern that the brain might have used, let's say for a particular infection, or for a food substance like gluten, or an allergen, or mold, it gets perpetuated over and over and over again. And then you go from conventional doctor to complementary doctor, and they're doing their best to help you. But if they're not tracking the way the stress and trauma response is involved in keeping you sick, you're going to be going forever and forever and forever. And so that's the heart of nervous system medicine, by making that possible for you. And there's 3 steps, guys, 3 steps to applying nervous system medicine. The first is awareness. It's becoming aware of the trigger that creates the pattern. The second is interruption. It's becoming aware in your mind and your body to stop the survival response that's taking place. And the third is redesign. It's substituting safer, healthier, and more productive mind-body responses that prevent it from going into the survival mode. And so we're going to do just a very, very, very brief practice for you to get a little sense of what this is like in your own body right now. And I promise I'm not going to make you sick to your stomach. So all I'd like you to do is close your eyes. I want you to feel into your chest, your heart, your breath area. Just notice it. Don't try to change it. Now, as you leave 80% of your attention on what's going on in your chest and your heart, all I want you to think about is an email coming into your inbox from either your boss or your in-laws, something stressful. And as you do that, what happens in your chest, in your heart, and your breath? Notice that as your brain perceives the urgency, the danger, the threat of even just that message, it immediately activates responses in the body, like heart constriction, increased heart rate, restriction of breath flow. That is an example of how quick the brain can create symptoms in the body. So I hope you've enjoyed these ideas and this practice, and perhaps this little nugget here will expand your perception and make you think about where else this is happening in your life.